Just spent an hour over at Fontana Dam Visitor Center trying to get my Smokies permit. As it turns out, they're doing maintenance to the National Park Service website, and we're unable to get permits. So spent an hour and a whole bunch of battery power trying to get this taken care of. I called into the number. As it turns out, put me into voicemail, called the number back a couple more times. They couldn't hear me when they actually picked up. Used the landline that they had there, 2 different phones. Nobody picked up then. Basically was in a position where unable to get into the national park because their computer system was being upgraded. So we're going ahead and doing it without a permit right now. Not the best thing, but what do you want me to do? We're gonna go get this done. As a note, when I was here in '96, we had a real simple paper permit system. Open 24 hours, 7 days a week, even in the rain. Didn't require anybody else. All you had to do was go and fill out a form, take a carbon copy, stick it in a box, and when you leave, you just left your permit with them. It was real simple. All right, this is where we're splitting off from the Appalachian Trail. Looks like they got 10 miles to Molly's Ridge Shelter. Benton-McKaye Trail follows a lake shore path. So they're going up over the mountains, and we're gonna go walking around the Fontana Dam Lake. Or at least halfway, and then we head up into the mountains. But I'd say BMT is supposed to be a little bit more gentler here, so got 35 miles to get to our Jenny. Let's see what we can do. So this is for all the horse ladies out there. No horses on the stairs, please. These are one of the boars. I kind of snuck up on him, but you can see they're really no danger. They just want to stay away from you. And here we are at the Calhoun house. We got a hitching post. Not quite sure what that is. I think they got a real cabin over there for I guess rangers and such. And here's the Calhoun house itself. It's absolutely adorable. We're going to a bridge down over here. Stair tracks. All the doors are open. I didn't see anybody in there. That's kind of strange. Calhoun house built in 1928. Oh, there's the bridge. Looks like I got some stables over here. Yep, those are nice. And here's the first black snake of the Smokies. See if we can get him to move along. You can see he really doesn't care too much. Oh, see what he's doing with his tail? He's flicking it like he's a rattler and then looking at me. All right, good enough. I'll leave you alone. Sorry, buddy. Just wanted to show people at home what it looks like. Oh, Lake Shore Trail, Eel Creek Trail, Hazel Creek Trail, Jenkins Ridge Trail, and Benton-McKaye Trail all across the bridge. We've got more information kiosks over there. And we're going to have to sit down and recharge this phone. Maybe cook ourselves a little dinner. Here's what the upstream side looks like. And gorgeous. And the downstream side. So that road pulls off to the right. Shore Trail, Fontana Lake, Lake Shore Trail. Alright, now I gotta figure out where we're at. So, that's a black bear up there. So here we are for our first night in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. We are at campsite 81, which is pretty much on the shores of the Fontana Lake. It's just down the hill. I went to go take a look at it as soon as I got here. I think I included some pictures. But it's also called North Shore Camp. So this is a really, really remote camp, right along the lake. You know, it took me 15 miles walking to be able to get here, and you know, it's a remote and rugged place to be able to get to. Back behind me, you can see right there that I went ahead and hung a bear bag. Just basically have all of my different foods or anything that smells like food, so including the cook set, all inside of a big waterproof bag, and the park supplies these bear hangs. So it's a really neat little system. You just basically clip everything in. My bag's already waterproof, so I don't have to worry about the elements. All the stuff that smells like food is inside of there, and it's hung in a really inconvenient place for bears to be able to get to it. So one of the big questions right now would be, you know, there's been an actual bear attack from a black bear on an Appalachian Trail through hiker within the past 2 weeks, I think. So, you know, am I worried about bear activity? And I rightfully should be. I did encounter a pretty large bear today, just a couple miles from here. And I think I have the pictures for you there also. So yeah, I need to be concerned about bear activity. But you know, some of the things that we have going for us here in this campsite is that it's very early season. You know, it comes with bear bag hanging facilities up there. And for people to be able to get here, it takes somebody who really wants to be in the backcountry. And this is somebody that more or less would also know to make sure that they're putting all their foodstuffs into, you know, a waterproof bag and hanging it from the bear lines. So yeah, I do have concerns about bear activity here, but this is a pretty safe place for it because we are so far into the backcountry. You know, my only concern would be, you know, bears, you know, being used to come to this site because people pull in a boat, you know, run around on shore, throw a bunch of food around, jump in the boat and leave. But, you know, I haven't seen any of that type of activity. And again, it's still very early season. So, you know, I think this is interesting. We got the bear bags hanging right back there. And then this is literally where I'm setting up shop for the night. I know that there's another set of campers here because they already had their food hung when I got in about 6:30 tonight. But I haven't been able to find out where their tent is. I haven't gone extensively looking for it, but wherever it is, they must have a really, really cool spot. So again, reinforces that they probably know what the hell they're doing. You know, they do stuff to mitigate bear activity around people, and so do we. So, you know,
of the places that I could be within the Smoky Mountain National Park, I would say that this is one of the safest. And it's still of course, there is danger. So you can check back with me in the morning. It should be fine. We got a big 21 miler. We got to go to the Tunnel to Nowhere, which I think is a pretty interesting name, and I'm looking forward to learning more. And right on the other side of that tunnel is a large parking area, and hopefully Jenny will be there, or we'll be pulling up there shortly, because we are way out of cell phone range back here. So stay posted, and good night.